Bird. Hey, come here. Come here. You okay? You okay? You're going to brush you, I think. Hello. So we are at the Green Ponds, I've named it, the Green Ponds. There's a few dog walkers and not a lot else really. It's very quiet, very peaceful. I was on the phone a couple of nights ago to a beautiful friend of mine who's having some issues in life, bless her. And she was telling me about them, and I gave her what I thought was some sort of constructive advice really, and we just had a little chat. And I said to her, I can remember using this kind of a thing in my head. Come here, Bo, please. Come on, I'm sitting down. Come here, love. Thank you. What you could do, if you wanted to, is jump up on here. No? Do you want to jump up on here, Boat? Look, on here. Go on, jump. That's it. Go on, up you get. Go on. That's it. Oh, my God, look at this man. That's it. Now you're taller. Now you can see the world. Wow. Look at you, man. You're beautiful. All right. Okay. So, and she said that this thing that she's going through has been building up for a number of days, and so today has been the worst day possible. Said you would never believe what I've been through, and she told me a little bit about it, and that's when I said to her, you know, sometimes things need to come to a head, don't they, so that we can move on from them in whatever way. But I said to her years and years ago, I had a big interview coming out for a job, and it actually meant a lot to me, and it was going to be a really good job and good money, really good money, and it was going to be life-changing. In fact, it was in the end, but I knew it was going to be a hard interview. I knew it was going to be over an hour, and I knew that I had a panel of people, you know, 6 or 7 people in front of me. And it's very difficult when you're trying to, not impress, but when you're trying to promote who you are to 6 or 7 people, it can get quite difficult at times, really. And of course they ask you, or somebody asks you a question, and they're all listening to the answer, and at any time anybody can interject, and it's quite difficult, but you know, it's what it is. Bodie, come here please. No, come here please. Bodie, good boy, come here. Come on now. Come on. There's a good boy. You are funny. Why don't you jump up on here? Go on. That's it. And then you can see the world. There you go. Okay. All right, mate? Yeah? I love you. I do. I know. So, it was going to be a really difficult interview. I knew that. And I remember driving there, and I said to myself, I only have to go through this day once in my life. Just once, you know. It'll never come around again. It's a one-off. I only have to go through this day once. And by saying that, come here. By saying that, I could do that once. Because I have lots of days in my life. Bodie, come here. I will put you on your lead if you're going to walk away. I don't know the area very well. But I knew I could get through that one day after kind of reminding myself that. So that was important. It was an important sort of step forward really within my brain, I suppose. And I've been through some awful days, same as everybody in life, and I try to remind myself, try to think back to that. Bodie, come here! Bode! Right, come here. He's so naughty. He went off that way. Thank you. I know you're bored. I'm making a video, then we'll go. Yes, I've had some trauma. I've had some difficult times and what have you. And I try, if at all possible, I try to remind myself I'll only have to go through this day once. And then things do get easier. And even through grief, even through losing a loved one, you'll only have to go through that day once. It feels like the grief is on and on and on, and it is to a degree, but when you look back and you reflect in 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever, you actually realise that you did move on. You only had to live that one day once, as awful as it was, but you actually, the second day was just marginally, minutely easier, better, more manageable. And I think it's an important lesson. You only have to live this day once, whatever this day is. Now, that's on, I suppose, the bad side, downside, negative side, whatever you want to call it, but it's also the good side. You only get to live this day once. So therefore, you're going to make the most of this day. So if you're having a good day, make the most of it. You know, sometimes you don't want the day to end, do you? If you're having, I don't know, you've got good company around you, you're having a barbecue or whatever, you're sat outside and it's lovely and warm, and you really don't want the day to end, go indoors and get a jumper on. Have another hour, you know? Start up a different conversation. Because you only get to live this day once. So even a good day, a happy day, a positive, beautiful, lovely and glorious day, you only get to live that once. You get to live similar days, of course you do, but this day will never ever be repeated. It's never been on this planet before, it'll never be here again, and it's your day, your time, and it's now. So make the most of it. So just a little reflection, I suppose, in my mind, but if you can remind yourself that you only have to live this day once. Whether it's good, bad or indifferent, you only have to live this day, just this day, once. Okay, so things do get better, that means, obviously, if it's a bad day for you, tomorrow will be slightly better. It might not feel like it, but it will be. It really will be. But if it's a fantastic day today, make the most of it. Appreciate everything about the day, everything that you're doing, every person that you meet or you spend time with. Be full of gratitude. And try not to swim in green water. So that's the message of the video, really. You only get to live this day once. Okay. Take good care. We'll be back another day. And be well.